First thing that's going to jump out is his ability to play make, pass the ball, organize, and just make guys better. He's going to know you're open before you do because of the way he can read what the defense is about to do. There's going to be a number of guys picked higher than him that he is going to have a better career than. I'll predict that right now. No question about that.
We can have a picture of whatever he wants, and only if he played bad against me, not say like that. If I destroy him and I score a lot of points, then yes. If he do that, no.
They dubbed him the Chinese Jokic. But the question is Yang Han truly the next international sensation, or just another draft night gamble? On draft night, no one seemed more stunned by the outcome than Yang Han himself.
Yo, Hansen, how you doing?
He's so happy. He's very happy right now. he's so excited that he doesn't.
At 7 feet 1 inch, the young center from China had been turning heads in the CBA, but few analysts expected him to crack the first round, let alone land at pick number 16. So when NBA Commissioner Adam Silver called Yang Han's name, the moment felt surreal. He froze briefly, then stepped onto the stage, his handshake with Silver capturing everything at once: humility, disbelief, and pure authenticity. In a draft filled with predictable storylines and safe selections, Yang's reaction stood out as raw emotion. And the surprise wasn't limited to fans. Even Rich Paul, LeBron James's longtime agent and one of the most influential figures in basketball, labeled Yang Hansen the shock of the draft. Coming from someone who helps shape the NBA's biggest narratives, that assessment carried serious weight.
Well, we knew he had been rising, the team doing a great job with Hansen, but he also done a great job. I mean, Hansen's a good ball player, and he was the shock of the draft, obviously, but no surprise to me. He came in, he worked hard throughout the entire process, and he had a great team with him. They came over from China with him, and our team did a really good job with him. Jim Jang, led by Jim Jang, and it's been great. He's a pleasure to have, and so I was excited for him.
Rich Paul wasn't the only one caught off guard, but his reaction confirmed what Portland's front office believed they had found: a hidden gem with enormous upside. Almost overnight, Yang Hansen transformed from an unfamiliar name into one of the most talked-about players of the draft.
One thing I've really noticed is the way these successful teams think the game. Their basketball IQ, their skill sets, their ability to make others and each other better is a critical component to winning these games. That's what Yang brings to this. I mean, his basketball IQ is very, very high.
Make no mistake, Yang Hansen wasn't just a random gamble. In the Chinese Basketball Association, he dominated from the moment he stepped on the floor. As a teenager, he earned both Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year honors, averaging more than 16 points, 10 rebounds, and nearly 3 blocks per game. He didn't simply hold his ground, he owned the paint, displaying a maturity rarely seen in young big men. NBA fans may not have known his name, but those following international basketball understood he was quietly building something special overseas. And right after the pick, a familiar voice from Portland's past weighed in. Damian Lillard, though no longer with the franchise, reportedly gave Yang his stamp of approval. For fans still skeptical about the mystery center from China, Dame's support served as a powerful green light.
Spent a lot of time in China throughout the years with Adidas. Any thoughts on Yang Hansen after Summer League?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know much about him before. One of my assistants in Milwaukee, my first year, actually coached him, I think, in China. And he spoke highly of him as soon as they picked him, but I hadn't, seen much. And then watching him during Summer League, I was like, this is a real player, especially with the way the league is now with a lot of these bigs that teams use as a hub to, play make and kind of facilitate the offense at times. And he got like some swag to him too, he got some stuff to him. And I think that's good for a rookie, especially somebody coming over. That's not from the United States.
Yeah, because they're going to get tried, and so to have that mentality probably helps.
Yeah, he got some personality on him, but you can tell the way he plays and how he goes about it. He has some real confidence.
As Yang Hansen's name began circulating, one comparison kept coming up again and again: Nikola Jokic. At first, it sounded like a stretch, maybe even unfair to both players. After all, Jokic is a 2-time MVP and one of the most unique talents the game has ever seen. But the more you actually watch Hansen play, the more that comparison starts to make sense that he isn't just a 7-footer who clogs the paint. Hansen plays with a smoothness that's rare for a big man his size. His touch around the rim is soft, his basketball IQ is clearly advanced, and what really stands out is his passing. Whether it's threading the ball through tight windows, kicking out of double teams, or initiating the offense from the high post, he sees the floor like a god. That vision is what has people drawing the Jokic parallel, not because Hansen is at that level yet, but because he shows flashes of that same unselfish creativity. For a rookie, that's remarkable. Most young bigs rely on size and athleticism alone, but Hansen combines physical tools with a skill set that feels mature beyond his years. The patience, the decision-making, the ability to make teammates better, those are the things that caught scouts' eyes and earned him the Chinese Jokic nickname.
Hansen is a good young player. One of the things I love the most is just kind of how he plays the game. His IQ is really, really high. He plays the game the right way. As a coach that I have to teach with young guys, I don't have to teach this kid. He's been taught the right way.
Think about Don so far. You impressed by what you see? He's a 5-on-5 player. He looks like he has one-on-one skills, play make. He can shoot the Jokic, Sengun type of lane. And those guys, you always want to take them in the first round, right? Because they can do a little bit of everything. You can tell he has a very high IQ, top 15, top 20. He's 20 years old, 7 foot. You can put him at any position and he will be effective on that court. Even if he's not the main go-to guy, you got 2 centers now. You can put him at the 4, throw the ball to him and let him just sit there and look over the defense, make these backdoor cuts. This dominant for 3 years. You have to be so dominant.
Young Hansen's game has a polish you don't often see in a rookie. His footwork is fluid, his vision is advanced, and he plays with a calm pace that feels years beyond his age, reminiscent of Nikola Jokic in his early days. Of course, Hansen isn't at that level yet. Jokic is a once-in-a-generation talent with unmatched strength and offensive refinement. But the foundation Hansen is showing is hard to ignore. In 4 Summer League appearances, the 7 feet 1 inch center immediately made an impression with a versatile stat line, averaging 10.8 points, 5 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and 2.3 blocks per game. His breakout moment came against the Pelicans, when he posted 15 points, 3 triples, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. In another strong outing, he added 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block in just 27 minutes. The ability to stretch the floor with 3-point shooting while still protecting the rim highlighted a rare mix of skill and versatility. That's when the nickname started to stick, the Chinese Jokic. Clips from Summer League spread quickly, showing behind-the-back passes, quick reads out of double teams, and smart off-ball movement. Fans lit up, analysts took notice, and suddenly Hansen wasn't just another rookie big man, he was a playmaker in a center's body. But amid the hype, another side of Hansen began to shine, his personality. A behind-the-scenes clip of him laughing with teammates while practicing his English went viral. It was light-hearted, a little awkward, and instantly relatable. In a league filled with polished media training, Hansen came across as genuine, a young international star trying to find his footing one sentence at a time. That moment made him even more endearing to fans worldwide. Now the conversation has shifted. Scouts aren't just calling him a surprise pick, they're openly discussing his potential ceiling. Some even place him in the same long-term conversation as international risers like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Domantas Sabonis, or Kristaps Porzingis. Not because he's there yet, but because the raw tools are undeniable.